Okay, I hit stream. So
record.
let's see when we get the picture. And it's still coming. Still loading. We have a picture.
Hello, everybody.
I didn't say we had friends. I said we had a picture.
Yeah, well, the people who are watching this pre-recorded.
Oh, pre-recorded. Hi, everybody. Hello, friends. Ah, here they come. And Bethany is first, of course. Followed by I Am Meliu, Caroline, the chill artist,
Hello.
Bobby's Ghost, and the chat jumps. Moon Cheese has arrived.
Hello.
My Kia, the Lego builder. Hi, Scott. I was here last stream.
Welcome back.
Frankie Ross says good morning.
Hello, Frankie.
Zoya says good morning, but can't stay
Zoya.
long because they are making dinner for their family.
That's very nice of you.
Preppy says, good morning, Scott. How are you doing? Love from the UAE.
I'm doing very good. How is everything at the UAE?
Hey, Saroj is here. Nehru says, I haven't been on for a while, but I'm glad to be watching. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Let's see.
I literally stopped on Wednesday and did not touch it. So we are just picking back up where we left off.
Yeah. What did I miss from Doodle Gum? I didn't see a comment from them. Oh, just finished all my exams. There it is. Yay!
Congrats.
Good for you. Lily Check says, good morning. Long time no see. How are you doing?
We're doing good, thank you. How are you?
And Sunny says hi from England. And Sergio says
Hello.
good afternoon from Spain. Yisha's World says hi from India. Dalton is
Hello.
sorry that they're late.
Well-
Shelly says good morning. I just learned 10 happens twice on the clock. You're so funny. Caroline says have a good morning or night, Scott and Donna from the UK.
Oh, have a great rest of the day.
Sandy says your posters arrived today. I'm so excited to have
Yay.
your artwork.
Thank you so much.
Dark Cherry says morning in a break from school so I can stay for a bit. Love the hair work.
Thank you. Ooh, look, some of the inking came up on the tape. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can. Uh-oh. Well, you left it overnight.
Yeah.
So
All right, let's see here.
Nikki says hello. I always look forward to the streams. Hello from India.
Hello.
We are having storms in the UAE, but I'm okay. How are you?
Oh, good. I'm glad you're okay. We're doing good. I think we're supposed to get rain today here, too.
We are indeed. We are indeed. Let's just hope the weather, the barometer stays stable so I don't end up with a migraine. That would be good. Fanny says hello from Switzerland. Letter Lady Z says good morning.
Good morning. Oh, question about the UAE. Is that where I heard that they had seeded the clouds and then got a bunch of floods or something like that? Is that, or is this just normal rain?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm fascinated by the whole cloud seeding thing.
Apparently you are.
I mean, not enough to research it, but just enough to, when I hear it, I go, ooh, that sounds interesting.
Not enough to research it, but I'm curious. Can you tell me more?
I heard,
I heard a story.
Somewhere,
I read an article.
saw TikTok
Something
or whatever
like
it was, and went,
that,
that's
yeah.
really interesting.
Char Graffiti got watercolor and gouache for the first time.
Oh, great. I hope you enjoy it.
Francesca got a notice when they just finished a piece.
Oh, good.
Frog in the Void says hi from Canada.
Hello.
Mo Lee has no school today and gets to watch.
Welcome.
Oh, Ashley says hello, Mr. and Mrs. Lovelies. Love from Malaysia. You're so cute.
So,
Wait. Simple Warm on a String says good morning from Nova Scotia.
Oh, good morning.
I like just
so,
like saying that.
do you remember 2 years ago I did that little the teenage dirtbag video where someone had asked me what I look like with hair, and so I posted a couple pictures. And
You were sexy with hair. You're sexy now, but hey.
apparently YouTube decided that it is going to put that out to everybody. And all I've been getting is comments like tens of thousands of comments for the last 2 days, and it has been very interesting.
He's been a little embarrassed. Just a little embarrassed. Did you see my comment last night?
I responded.
I have the Harrods tea today. Hearts, I am drinking that. Lily Check says, I am good this morning. Daniel says, I was just following some of your tips and videos whilst painting. Hello.
Hello.
The Good Witch's Cottage says, good morning from the Good Witch at the Good Witch's Cottage here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Let's see. Yeesha's World, draw a red panda. Cool. Kaylee just got a watercolor journal for their birthday. What should they paint in it? Pff, a red panda. Hello, of course.
Red panda, yeah.
Joe says, hello from New York.
Hello. I might be coming up that way.
Yes, you might. Oh, that was in Dubai. Isn't Dubai in the UAE? I don't know. I'm sketchy on my my geography in the Middle East is a little sketchy. Hi from the Ukraine. It's 5 p.m. Finally got to watch a stream. That's Lana.
Welcome.
Habibs says, hello, Scott. I'll be painting alongside you again today.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, the Good Witch's Cottage is working on my art today as I watch.
Oh, that's great.
Preppy says, we had a flood in the UAE a lot. At work and school was off and we had to ride boats to places, but at least we had rain because it's always so hot here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But isn't that really cool if they're able to suddenly change the whole atmosphere and everything, and
yeah,
you guys get more. I mean, I know California needs to do that, and
yeah, for sure. Or we could just fix the climate problem, by reducing fossil fuels and all of the things that
I do find it interesting when people are talking about how like people like Elon Musk or something want to go to Mars and terraform Mars. It's like, what about this planet? Can't we, why are we leaving this planet?
They've given up already.
Yeah, it's very silly.
We'll just kill the planet Earth and we'll just go find another one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works, people. Because guess what? Big business will kill the next planet too. We have to be careful.
All right,
careful.
Thank you.
I am Malayu says, I love your art.
Thank you.
Stoic Philosophy. Hey, Scott, can you recommend a cheap but high quality watercolor paper? I'm going to the art store tomorrow morning. Maybe Canson or something else.
Yeah, Canson is definitely a good one. My favorite, which is 100% cotton, which is the one I use, is the Be Creative one. Mm-hmm. There's a link to it. If you want a sketchbook, that's the best paper. I like it better than Arches. I like it better than the most expensive paper. And it's $15 for a sketchbook. Mm-hmm. So currently I'm using the Etcher Labs. They make really good ones, but they're a bit more expensive. This is about $25. Mm-hmm. Also Grabby has those 100% cotton.
Oh yeah, you like those too.
But
don't we
if
have
you're
those,
going to
Bethany? Do we have all of those on the site?
But again, the 100% cotton is not much more expensive. Like I said, $15 for the Be Creative sketchbook is a really good deal. But if you're going to the art store, the Canson one is fine. But it is a huge difference.
Okay. They saw that video. Yes, I remember that. Good morning from Germany. That video popped up on my page earlier. LOL, crazy? I just saw it again.
Yeah.
That did come up in my feed yesterday.
YouTube, what are you doing?
Oh, it's putting out really cute pictures of you. That's what it's doing. Let's see. Much love from the Philippines. Do you like green? Are you asking like the color green or green colored pencils, green watercolor, green ink?
In general, I like green.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all on the supply list, Bethany says. Let's see. I can't even see the micron lines. Oh, whoa. That is completely not... I'm reading the chat and it's not even in focus. What the heck, dude?
You know what? I forgot my...
What?
Yeah.
I just opened that. I was going to do that.
Yeah.
Click autofocus. Is that what you need?
No. Okay, yeah, there you go.
You know what? When you do that, that's very dismissive.
Honey, if I'm walking over there and I'm doing this...
That was rude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He took my hand and took it off the mouse, and I
took
was
her
already
hand off
going
the
to
mouse.
fix it.
I forgot to actually turn it on.
That's why I turned it on. It wasn't on below on the bar. Hello, I'm not stupid. Good grief.
Well, I think that
Well,
whoever
your
called you
apology
stupid
is
owes
accepted.
you an apology because
Your
was not
apology
me.
is accepted. All right, let's see. This person says you're very silly. You don't know the half of it. We have an Ellen this morning.
Hey, Ellen.
What reference are you using? I joined late.
Oh, let me get it.
Sophia, if you look above, Bethany Primrose posted where she can find the paper.
This is the photo reference. Can you see it?
Yeah, can you hold it up a little higher? There you go. Now we can see it. Thank you. When you hold it down that low, it gets too dark for some reason with the camera. I don't know what's going on. Lula's here. Good morning and happy Friday, my friends. We made it.
Hello.
Amen, sister. Yep. We made it. Let's see. Gail's here. Fabulous fart around Friday. Time to see this piece come to life in wonderful Technicolor.
Let's hope. Yeah. All right. Blow dryer.
No, hold on. It's the audio microphone, right? Okay, go ahead. All right.
Well, it's the one that's the Logitech, right?
No. Logitech isn't lit up. No, it's not. It's not lit up with the audio. The audio was on audio microphone.
Okay, but it's
Just
not
trust
the
me.
microphone is what I'm saying.
No. Hello. No, it's not my microphone. Tell me if you guys can hear the blow dryer better or me. All right, I think that's how that works. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, I muted the right one.
Okay.
Okay. This is the only habitable planet. If people want to try terraforming Mars, then maybe they should realize that without Earth as a support, there's a lot of dead humans on different planets.
Yeah.
That's correct. That is correct. We are still having the same tea today. Yes, I really haven't deviated a whole lot lately. Great. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you. I'm just trying to make sure that I had the right one down. I thought I did, but we're still using, we've got the webcam, and then we've got the webcam hooked into a microphone separately. Like the microphone's coming out
Well,
of
no,
a
I
different
just
line.
it's for some reason it
Split.
just stopped
Stopped working.
doing it
Yeah.
all at once, so I had to just add the microphone from the webcam.
Yeah,
But
no, it's fine.
I'm gonna eventually just.
It'll be fine. Hi, Diz Robe says, good morning from AP Chem. Our AP exam is Monday, and I'm so nervous.
Oh, I'm sure you're gonna do great. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Okay, here's Mom's 2 cents in the AP Chem thing. It is going to be just fine. You take a deep breath. It's all in your brain. Don't stress out about it. I know that's hard to do. But in the grand scheme of things, in 5 years, an AP exam is not going to matter. And I know that's coming from a mother. That sounds weird, but it's true. So please don't stress yourself out about that. Let's see. Do you have a tip for knowing when to switch between different mediums?
Well, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. The way that I do it is I will switch to a different medium based on if I feel like I want to do a lot of light and shadow, a lot of color, then I will switch to gouache or markers or colored pencils. If I want to be more designy, then I will do watercolors. So that's how I do it. But again, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. It's a preference.
Let's see. Hey, Anne Marie's here.
Hey, Anne Marie.
Good morning, youngin. How are you? Let's see. Tobias says, hey, Scott, cool to see you live and able to actually catch you. Always wondered, do you ever paint/draw vehicles, and do you enjoy doing those? Greetings from Holland.
I do. I don't enjoy vehicles as much as I enjoy people or places, but I do. You know, I've got some in my sketchbooks. I've drawn or done little paintings of my friends' cars and stuff like that. So yeah, from time to time. Blow dryer.
Here we go again. Okay. JJ, Scott uses Winsor and Newton watercolors. Yes, the professional series ones. All right. Donna, what did you think of Scott when you first met him? He was so cute and very sweet. And yeah, he just had a great smile. He was really cute.
I forgot I got all new paintbrushes now.
Yeah, you did. And you have those little teeny tiny ones if you need them. Don't forget.
Yeah.
We bought the little 00.
We went to the art store and I got paintbrushes.
He did. I insisted he get paintbrushes because I was tired of hearing that. I don't have that little one. Buy a little one. Let's see. I've been listening to your recordings of your streams for many months, but this is the first time I've been able to tune in live. It's very cool because I feel like I'm drawing with someone else.
Oh, you are. You're drawing with me.
That's Kenta's art. Exams are on my coattails, and I feel like I don't have any time to do art anymore.
It's okay. There's always time.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, you got all summer too.
Yeah. Okay, do you have a least favorite art brand or medium?
Least favorite medium currently is oil pastels. Least favorite brand. I mean, we love Crayola, but I think, you know, working
For a professional artist.
For a professional artist, yeah, those are just really not very.
Yeah, but they're great for what they're made for.
I understand that, but I'm saying
the thing.
if you gave me an option.
When was your first ever live stream and how did it go? How did you feel or how was your experience?
I think it was definitely on YouTube.
Yeah. No.
And I'm sorry, on TikTok. On
Yeah.
TikTok, yeah. And I
2000.
I think it went okay. We had maybe 2 or 3 people.
No, didn't we have 8? You think you had like 7 or 8 people? That was fun. That was
You weren't there, I don't think, were you?
No, I was upstairs, but I watched you from wherever you were, and
Yeah.
you were like, "I'm just gonna go live. I don't need you there." Blah 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 blah.
Blow dryer.
Hold on, I must mute. Go ahead. That was like a long time ago. Hold on. Go ahead.
All right, so I wanted to give her darker skin, and I was, if you look, I'm using the lighting from here. So there's light, there's light, there's light, there's light, there and there, right? So I did boom, 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 and I'm looking, I'm going, that light is way too light, and so I'm going to kind of shrink that hot spot down a little bit to bring her skin to a little bit more of a darker area. So first I'm going to start with the Windsor yellow again.
Preppy, I didn't see your Star Wars question. If you didn't, do you guys like Star Wars and who's your favorite character?
Oh,
Yeah, we love Star Wars.
yeah. Favorite character. Um,
The boys always told me I was like Princess Leia, so I got to go with Princess Leia. But BB-8 reminds me of a little puppy, so I kind of like BB-8.
yeah.
And who doesn't love R2-D2? So there you go.
I guess Chewbacca for me.
Come on, make the sound.
No.
Come on.
I'm not in a sound-making mood right now, but
You
thank
have
you.
to be in a mood to make a sound.
All right, I gotta find out. I think we're supposed to go live with Kim Diaz home tomorrow,
tomorrow.
and we may be doing a Star Wars day.
Yeah, because
I
tomorrow's May the
gotta,
4th.
yeah.
Yeah, you're going to
All
have
right,
to...
blow dryer.
No. Wait. Go ahead. Ashley, that's great. Lots and lots of good stuff there for you. Can you make in the future a tutorial for guidelines from where the hair goes to how it affects the flow?
I will see. There's a couple shorts on hair shapes. There's a short on hair shapes, and I look at like JC Leindecker's work. You might want to take a look at that. And
What's
see
the
if
one that you did with the ribbons? How the hair looks like ribbons.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a long time ago. Would you ever be interested in vlogging?
I guess I thought I kind of was with this, or do you mean just like?
I think it's like taking videos like throughout the day. You know, like follow me along as I go do this.
Oh,
That kind of thing.
yeah. I don't know if I would ever want to do something like that. I mean, maybe if we're making a movie or something.
I think we would have to if we were doing that. We'd have to kind of show the process and show how everything works. That's the goal at least. Amy, my oldest graduates high school in 3 weeks. Oh, my mama heart. How did you guys navigate the transition from parenting a kid to parenting a young adult? We're still working on that, Amy.
The same way all parents do.
Yeah.
Very, very difficultly.
Yeah, it's rough.
You know, it's hard because you've had them your whole life. You've protected them your whole life, and then suddenly you got to let them go.
And you've had to like make sure they had
Blow
their
dryer.
shoes and their. Hold on. Go ahead. You've had to make sure they had everything, and now it's letting them take the reins and telling you what they need, instead of you just going, "You're not doing this. You're not doing that." It's a process of letting go. But they need to be in the driver's seat at this point. And if we're being honest, should I be honest?
What?
This has probably been the hardest thing for me, because I can mom like, you want somebody to be 0 to 100 on momming. That's I'm your girl. I got you. 100%. Yeah. How do you add shadows?
You'll see me do it, but I'll usually do it with purple.
Ooh, Ryan says, "Oh yay, we are live. I hope to try some gouache this weekend."
Oh, fun.
Good for you. Instant Mac and Cheese says, "Yay, I finally managed to catch one of your live streams." I love that name. That's funny.
Welcome. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Go ahead. Bitty Buggy's back. How are you? Big man, there is tons of videos on alcohol markers. If you have something specific, put it in the chat. Otherwise, check out the marker videos. And Yisha's World, yes, he blow dries after every layer that he puts down.
Okay, I'm going to add some shadows now. I'm going to do it with a smaller brush, though.
Okay.
So I'm going to come in with purple.
You don't have any more
What?
cough drops down here?
In the bottom left drawer.
Oh, thank you. Okay, good. Backwards. Stupid. pollen's killing me. Habib says, do you have a technique on how to focus on making pieces? I always get frustrated when I take more than 2 hours when trying to finish a piece, and I'm not so big on taking breaks in between.
I work on smaller pieces. I would do smaller paintings, smaller art, so that way you can finish them. You might be just trying to do your pieces too large to finish in the amount of time that you need to do. I get it that you have, like a shorter attention span. I do that too. That's why I do these little ones. Plus, I'm trying to create new content each day. But try smaller. Just try smaller. And I would try making art that using photo reference takes out a lot of the guesswork.
Tobias, I'm not sure you're gonna... I don't know if we have a good story. I'm just gonna read you this question because I'm not sure if... what is the artwork that's been made that has the biggest story either of you are willing to share? I love a good backstory to why or with what reason certain art had been made.
The Animal Crackers movie poster.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'd always wanted to do a movie poster, but never got the chance to. So when we made Animal Crackers, I said, I'm making a movie poster, but I didn't want to do it in watercolors, which is what I was doing at the time. I was doing the Art Nouveau kind of stuff. And so I took a year to teach myself gouache, and I did like 100 paintings in that year or maybe more. And after the first year, while making the movie, I said, okay, I think I'm ready. And it took me 11, 12 weeks or whatever it took to do it, but I made the movie poster, and now I can say I've made a movie poster.
Okay, it was 14 weeks, and I have a question. What made you decide that, since all you were doing at that point was watercolor, what made you decide that you wanted to do that movie poster in gouache?
I didn't decide. It was that a movie poster in watercolors I don't think would have looked good, because a movie posters you're usually very painterly.
And you get a more painterly feel with
Yeah,
gouache.
watercolors is a completely different look.
Well, what would you call a watercolor look as opposed to that?
It's very thin, very soft.
As opposed to painterly?
Yes. More thicker, more light and dark, and what it's just it's just a different look. It's not that you can't do it. It's just the movie posters that you see are very heavy.
Okay. And gouache is a heavier medium.
Yeah, you don't see the paper.
Okay.
Watercolor, you see the paper underneath it.
No, I'm just asking because I know everybody's always interested in why you choose a certain medium.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
So it lays down thicker, it gives more of those vibes, and you're comparing those to, say, the movie posters of like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, like
things like
Drews
that.
Well, Drews Struzan was so many. He would do airbrush, acrylics, colored pencils.
Mixed medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I know people are gonna ask,
Yeah.
so that's why. Oh, wait. Okay, go ahead. Aurorium, the Art Beak markers, you can find those on Amazon. And guys, if you're looking for budget supplies, there is a supply list. Bethany, if you could put it in supplies that Scott's tried.
And then there's usually an accompanying video of what I thought of it too.
Yeah, exactly. And you can check that out. And Preppy, thank you. You're very sweet. My Ohuhu markers are dried up and I haven't even used them much. What can I do to fix them?
I don't know. I would see if you can return them.
Yeah. I mean, call the company if you bought them recently, don't you think?
Yeah.
They're expensive.
They should not be dried up.
If you've capped them properly.
Unless someone gave them to you and they were already old.
Oh, maybe.
That might happen. What I usually do is I'll put the cap on and and face it down, and then I will shake it to try to get all of the ink down into the tip.
But they're dual tips, so
Well, you pick one.
yeah. It is a plastic palette. Tara, it is the San Francisco palette, and that's in the art supply list. Let's see. I love the golden skin tones.
Thank you. It's not as artsy as I wanted it to be, but it'll have to do.
Thank you, Bethany. Bethany put in the link, guys, to the art supplies we've tested, so you can check those. Aurorium, Google that, because that's a whole nother animal that we wouldn't have time to explain here. Do you have some tips on how to fix torn art? A few days ago, my little brother broke my best art piece. Oh, no.
Oh, you know what? I've got that ripped piece that I was gonna talk about, but torn as in he took it and ripped it in half, or torn as in he poked a hole through it. Usually the best thing you could do is turn it upside down and try to tape it on the back. Try to get it as close, and then go over it with like a painterly medium to try to, wherever it ripped, and try to cover that.
Oh, Gail says, today's my godmother's birthday, and I sent her a traveling watercolor journal, paint set, and brush set. She's heading to New Hampshire this weekend and bringing them along.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Ah, Gail, it's infectious. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see. What would be your favorite brand of alcohol markers?
I don't have a favorite because they're all the same to me, but I do like the Art Beak because they're cheap, and the Ohuhus are nice too.
Can you make a clothes journal, like similar to the hair journal, but instead of hair, clothes with extravagant folds, details, and such?
I gotta look into that. Might be fun. All right, I think I'm gonna go and.
Is your favorite medium watercolor right now?
Currently, yeah.
There you go. Do you have? Yes, there is a video on the Hobbit hole. You can check that out. Is that pinned to the top somewhere?
No, there's no pinning in.
Maybe I'm just saying maybe it's pinned on TikTok.
On TikTok, it is, yeah.
Ooh, Yisha's World colored pencils. Let's see.
What color hair should she have?
Oh God, I'm not even gonna go there. Brandy B says, I so know how hard it is to let go, but if you've done your job, the kids become such awesome adults. You know what? Okay, I'll tell you a funny story. So, I love to hold my boys really, really tight and really, really close. And I always want to make sure they're okay, but it was really hard letting them go. But this is year 3. Yeah.
I'm thinking green.
And, whatever makes you happy. And, but now they're both really coming into their own, and they're growing into, if I do say so myself, quite extraordinary young men. I mean, they're considerate and thoughtful and communicative, and I mean, as much as a 21-year-old boy can be, right? But if you let them come into their own and let them ask you when they need help, it works well. Oh God, please be careful with that.
The dropper's not working.
That sounds like a problem there. Okay. Why would the dropper not work? That's weird. Maybe you gotta flush it out or something.
No, it's just you pinch it, nothing. I think usually when that happens, it's because there's a hole in it, and so it can't get suction.
Oh, okay. I have that same dropper with my face cream. Let's see. I'm kind of stuck on color theory. I can't put cold colors on warm ones for the shadows.
Yeah, it's weird. Color theory is weird.
Scott, I constantly feel my art isn't good, even if I spend hours on it. Have any advice?
Yeah. You got to just keep making. Don't spend hours on something. Spend 30 minutes. Just keep making bad art, bad art, bad art. There's a video where I talk about how you got to make 100 bad pieces to get one good one. and then soon it'll become 50 to get one good one, and then 25. But you just keep making art. Don't spend all of your time on one piece. Just keep go. I did art today. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Just keep doing that. You're gonna make bad art. I make bad art all the time. You see me ripping pieces up. You see me not liking my art, and I'm as far as I can tell a professional, and I don't like my art. It happens. I make a lot less bad art than I did before, and I think that's because I keep making art, and you learn from your mistakes, and you learn what didn't I like about this, and I think I like it better when I use photo reference, things like that. But you gotta make the bad art.
Get the bad art out.
Yeah.
Did you talk about tips on skin tones? I think we did.
I didn't talk about it, but there's a video on it.
Okay, Paramita, look for
Look
for the short on skin tones. That will give you some help there. Lily Girl, you need to read the rules in the Discord because we have let 37 people into the Discord this week. So read the rules.
Yeah, it's the ones who there's if you read the rules, it'll tell you what you're missing.
Correct, and it'll tell you how to get in. Do you enjoy digital art, and if so, what app would you recommend?
I don't. I don't have any apps that I would recommend, but I would recommend talking to or looking at Sam Does Art or Rishi Draws. They're really good at digital.
Okay. Hi, Steph, by the way.
That green just really
It's very vibrant.
pops, huh?
Yeah, it's very vibrant.
I like the
Constantinus says, hi, Scott. Is gouache based on acrylic? Also, what paint material has or had egg in it?
casein, I think, is the one that has egg in it. And no, gouache is like watercolors. And acrylic gouache is like acrylics, but it's matte textured like gouache. I like acrylic gouache. It's really good if you want something that is not water soluble once it dries. But gouache is just like watercolors, just more pigment.
Kingdom, send me an email at the email address on our website with that request, please. Let's see. Hang on one second. Oh, Scott, I'm currently drawing a woman running with no context, but it's turning out okay because of your tips, so thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, Gail, that is never going to happen. Gail says, formal request to make a skincare routine video or a short. I am not anywhere even remotely close to a makeup person at all. I love that you're asking. That is super, super sweet of you, but not going to happen, Gail. There are some really great makeup influencers, but I would not be one of them. The Good Witch's Cottage says, loving the green.
Thank you.
Sorokin says, art is never bad. It's just the way we perceive it.
Yeah.
It's very subjective.
Yeah. We are very hard on ourselves. And I think if I can do anything in this world to get people to be happier with their art, it's hopefully that they realize that like I said, 95% of what I do is practice. I don't consider what I'm doing right now art. I mean, it's art in the fact that I'm making art, but it is not like this is a piece that I want to love and I'm putting all of my passion into it. No, I'm just practicing. I'm just doing this just to practice.
Marguerite's here from British Columbia.
Hey, Marguerite.
How are we, Marguerite? Do you recommend for all artists to use gouache?
No, I would never recommend one thing for all artists, but I would recommend that. Hold on, let me lower this down. I would recommend that if you get a chance to try gouache, try it. I think you'll really like it. I'm gonna. I don't know why. I feel like I need to do this. So give me a second.
What is the goofiest animal you've ever drawn? Like the goofiest goober.
Oh gosh.
We've seen some really cute ones.
Who were
at
some
the
really
zoo.
goofy ones that we got
Yeah.
to? Stanley the hornbill.
You just are obsessed with him. You loved him.
He was so fun.
Yeah.
He liked to play catch, and he stole Jake's
Keys.
keys.
That's so fun. And you just see it. Jake
So
is like
what was he? He was a hornbill,
a rhinoceros hornbill.
rhinoceros hornbill.
Yeah.
What?
He was a baby though. He was only 2. He was a youngin'.
Oh.
I gotta tell you, I'm gonna do a shout out to Jake at the zoo because this guy is the sweetest keeper. And every
Yeah.
time we see him with the animals, he treats every animal like that animal is his little child.
Yeah.
He is the cutest. I mean, and they all have such a great, you can tell that he has a great rapport with the animals. I love him. He is the nicest person. Just such a sweetheart and so great with the animals.
Yeah, we love Jake.
Love me some Jake. Yeah. I want to be as confident as you are in your strokes. Is there any practice that can help with that?
Yes. Don't assume that I'm in any way confident with my strokes. I am terrified, even to this day, after thousands of drawings and whatnot. Terrified might be a little over exaggeration, but I never know if I'm going to mess up. I never know if my hand's going to slip. I never know if just I'm going to like how it looks. Where my confidence comes in is in knowing that I can walk away from a piece and go, okay, it didn't work out for me today. I'll try again tomorrow. Or, oh, I could fix that. Just add a little bit of gouache and boom, it's all good. So it's the confidence in knowing that it's okay. That's the confidence. It's
okay to mess up.
Yeah, I'm not putting my entire identity into this piece. I'm not saying, oh my God, if I mess up on this, I'm a horrible person. That's where that confidence comes in. I have no idea if I'm gonna like this. I have no idea if I'm gonna throw it away. I just don't know. But I don't put I don't put much stock in it. I don't put much pressure on myself.
Your self-worth isn't tied up in
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's.
Do you think that comes with age though?
It has, but I don't think it has to be to age. I had to learn it from doing it, and that's what I'm saying. This is what I've learned. Don't wait until you're 55 to learn this.
Oh God, please don't.
You know, it's really. I don't. I'm not a baseball fan, but you know, I played baseball in elementary school, like t-ball and whatever, but if you imagine starting a new piece of art, like going up to bat, and you were to say the nerves that you get of, oh my God, everybody's watching, what if I strike out, blah 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 blah. And then now looking back at how that was like the most important thing in my life.
Yeah.
When I was 12 years old in front of that thing and I struck out. Oh my God, I wasn't going to become a baseball player, and even if I was a professional baseball player, every professional baseball player strikes out. Like a really good batting average is if you hit 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3, and that's for a professional, right? So we put so much pressure on ourselves to make every piece that we draw a work of art. And I think a lot of that is due to social media and seeing people's best works all the time. People are posting every day a masterpiece, a masterpiece, a masterpiece. They're not showing you the mess ups. They're
You're
not
right.
showing you the practice.
Yeah.
And that's
How
why
many things did they paint in between those quote unquote
exactly.
masterpieces?
And they're also not showing you all of the things that they had to fix, all of the things that went wrong. And that's why I'm trying to show you that in my
Yeah.
work. I'm trying to show you, look, we mess up. We're artists. We're humans. We're going to not like our art. We're gonna rip them up. We're gonna have to fix them. We're gonna say this didn't come out as good as I wanted it to, or I really wanted this to look like that. But no one ever shows that. And so please, please, please just
That's the problem with social media. Everybody shows you their highlight reel. They don't show you when they do something wrong.
yeah.
They don't
If
show
you were to
you
go
when they
back
mess
to
up.
the baseball analogy, if you were to have a baseball channel and you're showing every at bat
And
that
home-
you
and then
hit
home
that you
run.
hit a home run. Look at this guy; he never misses.
Yep.
They're not showing the strikeouts. You're not showing the fouls. You're not
Yep.
showing the.
Yep.
You're only showing a pitch, home run, a
Yep.
pitch, home run.
Well,
and
that's very
and
deflating for people.
it is.
And that's
it is.
the
And
nature
that's,
of social media.
But that's what I'm saying is artists are only showing their home runs. They're not showing their fouls. They're not showing their strikeouts. They're not showing all of that stuff.
And you got to remember, nobody in this world is perfect. So, and I think social media does not do a good enough job of showing all the in-betweens, and that's what Scott's trying to do.
I'm going to add some shadows here.
Tara is applying for art school next year. I'm 32 and returning to art again. Thanks for all of the advice.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Woohoo!
I think that's amazing.
Way to go, Tara. Way to go. Yes, the red panda is still my favorite animal. Well, it's right up there with the grizzly bear and the puppy dog. So, yeah, we're not going to go there, Very Coffee. Ryan says, hoping the Canucks close it out tonight. Sorry, Nashville.
I'm surprised Nashville lasted that long.
Where do you buy your art supplies?
I get them either from Blick online or I get them from Plaza Art here in Nashville.
Love me some Plaza Art. Those people are so sweet. Is gouache a good medium?
I like it.
Don't you think people have to try it to see if they like
Yeah,
it?
yeah, you gotta give it a shot.
Asha asks, how do you let go of a ruined painting after spending so much time and effort?
It's not easy. It really isn't. But there are some pieces that I have gone back and said, you know what, this just isn't working. I'm gonna try again. It's rare, but there are some ideas that you're like, this would have been such a good piece had it come out right. And when you go back and you do it again, you do it right, and you're very happy for it. But you really have to have the passion to try again. I'm in that place where.
Whoa. Okay, finish your thought really quick and then explain why you're putting the blue in there.
Oh, I'm in a place right now where I'm doing smaller pieces that if I mess up, I'll just move on to the next one. And I'm just adding blue because the purple was very dark, and so I don't want it to be one flat color.
Is it for shadow?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
just
for
for some
highlights?
shadow and just
Okay.
some variations.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm just people like to know.
honey, you understand that I didn't say, why did you ask me that?
No, I know.
I know, but you make it seem like I'm.
I know your tone.
Well, people just want to know. I'm not questioning you.
Oh,
think it's-
please, you've been
I
questioning
think
me
it's
for
a
35
wonderful
years.
question.
There you go.
I commend you on your questioning abilities.
Oh, gosh. I hate it when the chat jumps. I lost my question.
So I don't know how a lot of these are going to turn out, and
Bizman says, that's why I post my practice art.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think it's better that people show that stuff.
Sussy Red Guy says, hey, Scott and wife, I love you guys, and your guys' streams make my day. I'm not in a very good mental state, but you guys help me out. Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're welcome. And I
We're
hope you
glad
do
you're
feel
here.
a little better.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. I had a moment yesterday, so I feel ya. And you know what? It is okay to not be okay and take some time for yourself. That is okay. Charlize would like to know, even though Bethany has posted it, what your favorite color is.
Payne's gray.
There you go. Hair journal vibes. You guys are funny. Sue Moon just got into painting miniatures.
Oh, fun.
Gosh, we have a friend who paints them. I don't think I could do that, but I just think I can't because my eyes are so bad. They're so tiny, and all the details on those, like the little belts and the little things on the clothes, and that to me is amazing that people can do that. But again, I am blind, so there you go. I couldn't agree more with the social media thing. Hold on, I lost it. I love the video where you ripped up the painting at the end. Such a great reminder that not everything is going to be a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the big reasons that watching you paint / draw is reassuring and encouraging is because you're not afraid of showing that art is a struggle.
It is. It is a huge struggle.
You said you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. Have you seen The Legend of Korra?
I only watched a few episodes of Legend of Korra. My sons watched it and said it was really good. I just, for whatever reason...
Did they both like it?
Yeah, they liked it. I never...
I think I tried to watch it with you, didn't I?
I don't know.
I wasn't into that.
We really loved Avatar. And I think part of it was that we watched Avatar with the boys. And so there was a little bit of that.
That's nostalgic for us. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move this out of the way and blow dry.
Kentis art, I think for sure. The highlights and the lowlights are important. Charlize, he does want to try sculpting. I don't think that will be soon, but he does want to try sculpting. I am Meliu. That's all he does. Video games and art. That's it. And work. Lots of work. Janelle, he likes alcohol markers, and there's a whole bunch of videos on those.
Okay, so here's something. Can you see how the colors have really, really covered up the hair?
Mm-hmm, the line art?
The line art. Mm-hmm. And as I was doing this, I realized that I did not scan in the line art because I didn't finish it.
Oh, crap.
And so now I'm looking at it going, do I have the interest enough in this piece to go and re-ink all of this? Because that took an hour.
Easily.
Do I like the piece enough to re-ink the entire thing? Because there's a lot that is going wrong with the materials that I'm not happy with. So,
what do you mean going wrong?
Just stuff is not looking good, And so I'm going to just quickly go over the background, see if I like it. And if at some point I want to go in and re-ink it, because I think this would be a good piece that I want to keep, then I will do it. But for now, this is that point where I go, okay, is this a piece I like that I want to make art, or is this practice? If it's just practice, I'm going to just leave it, and I'm not going to fix it. If it was something that was art, then I would 100% go over it and rework all of the things that aren't working with it. And that's where I am with this.
Have you ever tried pyrography?
I don't know what that
wood
is.
burning.
So
Wood burning.
Oh, wood burning?
Like Mark does.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Is there a story behind why Scott likes a cheetah and Donna likes a red panda?
No, that's just when well, Donna's red panda only discovered red pandas recently, but
No, I fell in love with red pandas about 12 years ago when we started
recently,
going to the zoo.
That's what I said, recently. 12 years is
12 years is recent?
is nothing to someone at your age. I've
Wow,
always...
did you just say someone at my age?
I didn't say your age, but I
I'm
was
so
a fan
smack in your head
of
later.
I was a fan of
Ooh.
cheetahs since I was a kid.
Oh my God, that makes you better than me.
Yeah, because that's what that means.
You are weird.
How did you get better than me from I liked something as a kid and you like something recently? How is that better?
Why was that important to note?
It wasn't. You were the one who made a big deal of it.
No. Why was it important to note that you have liked that as a kid?
Because the question was, how did you come to like these things?
The question was there a story behind why you liked these things?
I liked cheetahs since I was a kid. There's no story to it. I just liked them as a kid. You came to it recently.
You're weird. You're just weird. Is there any video games you recommend? My brother and I love playing video games, and I want to know what games you recommend.
I love the Zelda series on the Switch, and highly recommend them. Oh God, I forgot this is watercolors. No, the what do you call it?
I don't know.
The bottled watercolors, if you touch it, even when they're dry, they just instantly just bleed. Yeah. I like for the PC. I like Overwatch. Enshrouded was really good though. I think it's kind of still in an early stage. So
did you guys finish it?
Yeah, we finished it, and then they came out with an update, and we finished that, and but. Those are the ones that we play.
Scott has drawn a wolf. Did you do that in the 30 Days of National Animals?
Yeah, there was a wolf. I think one of them was a wolf. I did a wolf in college.
Beady Buggy says, oh my goodness, my partner paints miniatures for Warhammer and just as a hobby, and she is truly incredible. It amazes me that she can get that much detail every time. My shaky hands could never.
Yeah.
I just couldn't see it. And it really is a talent when they make them like that. I mean, they're really, really talented. Charlize is doing a little project for school and making a sculpture of Octavia.
Oh, that's adorable. I can't wait to see it.
Betty just received the Guild poster. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
The Good Witch's Cottage says, on May 8th, I go in for thyroid cancer removal surgery, but in my recovery, I plan to do art for healing. Art is one of the best medicines.
Oh, well... We're sending all of our best healing vibes to you.
Yep. For a successful surgery and a very quick recovery. When practicing, should we focus on smaller canvases or larger ones?
Small. It's better. My thinking is it's better to do 100 smaller pieces than 10 larger pieces. You learn so much. And you don't spend as much time fixing stuff. You're just like, oh, well, it's a small little piece. Move on. Like this piece here. I'm going, I don't know if I want to fix it. Like, you see how the green is bleeding into everything? I normally would not.
Well, you're also using a ginormous brush.
Yeah, because I'm just. There's the concentrated watercolors don't dry permanently like that. It's like they're always ready to just reactivate on a moment's notice.
Wait. They're always ready to react?
Reactivate.
I feel the concentrated watercolors.
Yeah, you do. What do you mean by that? Are you better than me? Is that what you're saying?
But yes, I am here all week, ladies and gentlemen.
Every
Thank you. Thank you
day
very
for
much.
the rest of my life.
Yep. No one drug you down the aisle, buddy. You went skipping down there going, oh, yes. I'm marrying a challenge for the rest of my life. Let's see. Let's see. Scott's sleeping on the couch tonight. Oh, gosh. You know what? He'd hurt his back too much if he slept on the couch. When do you consider something as practice? Like, when do you get to a point to when you consider this like a practice piece? I think 5 minutes ago.
I walk into everything assuming it's going to be a practice piece, unless if I'm doing something like the Guild, or the Dragon and Centaur, or the Gothic Vampire. If I've done a lot of preparations and thumbnails and found the right photo reference, but when I'm doing this stuff, no, it's practice. But every once in a while, one of those practice pieces turns into a piece I really like the trans piece or the lesbians. There's been a few that I'm like, you know what? This was just a small little piece, but I really like it.
And then that sort of snowballed from there.
Yeah.
One up, girl. I am so sorry. We got your email. I was going to reply this morning. I'm just so sorry. We are sending big hugs and lots of love from the Hobbit hole.
Oh yeah. I
shared that with Scott last night.
About your loss. Yeah. Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead.
You unmute me?
Yep, you are unmuted.
Yeah, we were so sorry to hear about that, and we assumed that you weren't going to be, because I thought they said.
Yeah, you said you weren't going to be around, but she just popping in really quickly.
Yeah, Donna's going to reach out, but
yeah. Santa's here.
Hey, Santa.
Good morning, friend. If you guys are not joining Santa on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning for his lives, he's doing inspiring individuals from A to Z, and it is lovely. He is doing some incredibly lovely people. You should definitely check that out. Santa says, I want to see a mural of one of these hair paintings wrapped around a building. I would volunteer to fly to the North Pole and put that on the castle or the workshop for you.
There's one in The Hague, in Denmark.
Oh, that's right.
We got to go see that one day.
Yep. Oh gosh, could we please? I want to go. Would love to travel. Would you say that your better works are mostly from practice pieces or planned pieces?
I don't think it's one or the other, because in all honesty, it just sometimes just art happens. So I never know when I'm gonna really like a piece. I think half of my pieces that I like were little practice pieces, and the other half were planned pieces. It seems pretty even to me.
Kat says, LOL, I love the marriage banter too. Reassures me that my baby relationship will grow into a beautiful tree, similar to Scott and Donna's. You know, I'm going to tell you a story. You have to be friends with your partner. You have to be able to joke with them and laugh with them and give them a hard time.
And you have to be patient with their quirks.
Yes. And when you don't know they have quirks and those come out later, you have to be patient there too.
Yeah.
You have to be patient with there too. But you also have to want to be a better person for each other.
Yeah.
That's important.
That's, I think, the thing that works best for Donna and I is we both want to become better people for the other person.
Yeah.
And so while I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Donna,
I will.
I am much more self-criticizing,
You are.
and
I think I'm perfect.
you fight change.
I have always fought change.
Yeah.
Always fought change.
Donna is of the mind of, you're gonna love me warts and all, and I'm of the
Hey,
mind
you're the one
of
who had warts, not me.
I'm of the mind that we should grow together. We should become
Yeah.
better people together. So
Yeah.
um,
I've gotten better over the years.
yeah, you have, but
By a long shot. And I really think that having our boys, I struggled for a long time, but seeing them, like, the only constant in life is change. And you want to be a better person for your kids, even though sometimes it takes a while to get there, but you do. Tips for using fountain pens. God, just use them. Don't be afraid to use them. Try all your inks and write with them for everything. Write with them, not just in a special journal, but I mean, write notes, write everything. Write a grocery list with your fountain pen. Just enjoy them. And I posted on my channel, like, when I very first got a fountain pen, how bad my writing was compared to where I am today. And I've been using them for three years now. I think I've been using a fountain pen, and my writing's just gotten better, and I'm happy with it. And I really love writing with them so much more than any other pen. Just enjoy them.
I always tell myself that the
What?
concentrated watercolors should always be the last thing you put on.
Yep.
Because they bleed.
Yep.
And
You never
sometimes
listen to yourself.
I just go, well, this time it'll be okay.
It never is. AJ Mestel says, I'm getting ready to paint a tribute piece for my grandma who died recently. We were extremely close. I haven't felt, I'm assuming that means haven't dealt with the loss yet. Do you have any suggestions for painting something so emotional?
First of all, my condolences. Second of all, I painted my dad in my sketchbook. I painted Arwen in my sketchbook. And for me, it was, I would say, cathartic to feel. I liked doing it in my sketchbook with notes and like thoughts and what I was feeling at the time and whatnot. That's just me, but that helped me, was making it less of, I'm going to create art that is going to commemorate this person. That's putting a lot of pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
And
like, this is the perfect piece to
yeah,
commemorate this person.
and
That is
and
a lot.
they would be so proud to see this,
Yeah.
rather than I just drew a picture of my dad when he was younger in the army, and then I did one of him
that's right.
playing, like one day that I took from a photo from when we were playing golf.
Yeah.
And then I
Those were very
took
sweet.
pictures of the heads. I sketched the headstone and just what my thoughts were. And that just was, I think, I could go into my sketchbook, I could look at that page if I want to, and I could remember that. But I think, don't put that kind of impossible pressure on you to create something that will never live up to that relationship that you had.
That's hard
I don't
to
think
do,
one piece of art can capture that.
Sirius asks, I can spend hours on a piece simply because I'm focusing on small details. Do you have any tips for artists that are slow when drawing, and how not to be stuck on small details for hours?
Let me ask you a quick question, which is, are you happy when you're sitting there lost in that piece, just noodling on it for hours? Because if you are, enjoy it. That's why we're making art. It doesn't have to come out good. You don't have to like the final thing, and you'd never have to finish if you don't want to. If the act of art making is making you happy. And it sounds like it is if you're sitting there noodling it and you're probably listening to some music and you're just in your happy place. Then it really shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
That would be the question I would ask. The other thing is, if you want stuff to go a little quicker, find photo reference, and or learn to simplify. But I think if you're just sitting there and you're just noodling, like I am probably never going to look at this picture again. I'm just like, I don't think this is a keeper. But I'm enjoying just sitting here, even though I know I'm not going to like this, and I'm just doing this. This is just practice. This is just...
so you've moved from, I don't know what it is, to now it's just practice.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm just noodling. Yeah. And if noodling makes you happy, noodle away.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Robo Bro says, hey Scott, I was on an art hiatus after moving. I watched your lives and it kept the passion in me. Now I'm doing a lot of art again.
Oh, that's
Keep
great.
doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
And Ethan is making their own art piece as they're watching you.
Oh, that's great.
And have you ever painted with acrylics after Hemi acrylics changed your mind?
No, I haven't painted with it again.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever experience sensory issues while painting, like the smell of the paint and stuff like that? I'm autistic, and it happens a lot to me myself when I'm in a bad mood.
I don't like the squeaky feel of graphite pencils. Just that, that kind of feel like almost like a chalkboard kind of feel. I don't like that. Surprisingly, the smell of alcohol markers doesn't really bother me that much.
Yeah, that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
A lot of smells bother you.
Yeah. I get some sensory stuff, but I think I've learned to use materials that please me.
That you don't mind the smells
Yeah,
of?
that I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like watercolors really doesn't have much of a smell. Every once in a while, watercolors will have a musty smell, like as if something's been sitting in the rain, like an old rug or something.
Oh, yeah.
And that bothers me.
Yeah.
But
I don't like musty either.
yeah, for the most
Unless
part,
it's a bookstore.
yeah, I've been fortunate to find materials that make me happy. Colored pencils, I would get that sometimes too. I would get that icky feeling from them when blending.
Yeah. Hey Donna, how's it like living with an artist? Oh, Cookie. It just depends on the day. It has its really good times, and I always love sitting and watching him paint, and I've enjoyed learning more about art over the years, even though I don't paint myself. But I have things I like to do, and Scott's always been really good at encouraging me to try new things. And so my love of journaling is born out of that. And I don't know, it's just, it's a wild ride, and it's a lot of fun. And my favorite thing over all these years has always been watching him. I always think it's magic when something appears on the paper. I've said that since we very first started dating, and to this day, it's always magic to me. So we will not ever draw on a stream together because I am not a painter. We've been married for about 100 years. Or it feels that way sometimes. Who made your YouTube profile picture, babe?
Oh, that is actually just a photo of me run through some, filter. It was years ago when everybody was trying different kind of like filters. And I went, oh, that's kind of cute, but...
Oh, you comfort me more than my own parents.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It's easy when you're not responsible. How's that? Parents have a hard job. Cut them just a smidge of slack. Hey, Jordan Smith Studio is here and is
Hey, how are
building
you?
websites while watching this, wishing I was painting. Have you been to the new plaza? We love it out there. Do you always use a reference or do you ever just go off of mind for creativity?
I almost always go from reference. The only time I wasn't was with the Octobear and the October series were out of my head. I mean, the reference for this, obviously, the hair didn't look like that. So this was out of my head, is the hair. But for the most part, yeah, I like reference. I like my art from reference. I wish I didn't have to use reference. I wish I was one of those artists who I liked my art without reference, but I just find that my art has much more life with reference than without.
God, I don't even know if you know this. How many mediums have you worked with and are you going to use more?
I've never counted.
Yeah, I don't.
I when we were in high school, we the art teacher had us try a bunch of stuff. So it was like we did scratchboard, we did stippling, we did acrylics, we did oils. I'm sure we did like lino cuts and things like that. But it's like you did it once, and then that was it. So I know I did airbrushing. Yeah, I think I've tried a lot of mediums.
You have. You have. There is a section of our website that has resources and all the stuff Scott uses, and there's reference in there. References.
Oh yeah,
are
if
listed in
the
there.
reference free and paid reference.
Yeah. Only 100. Yeah, it depends on the day as to how long it feels like we've been married. I've just always liked blue. Blue has always been my favorite color. Yeah, the new plaza is great, isn't it? I really like it. I like it out there. Try that library cafe, Jordan, when you go. It's literally like a few blocks back towards 65. Try the library cafe. Oh, so good. So, so, so good. They make their own. There's a special kind of honey that they make. It's just so good. How do you keep the color/saturation consistent in watercolor?
It's not easy, and it's not. I mean, you can look. There's darks and lights, and it variates. Variates, is that the right word?
Varies.
It varies. Thank you. And that's watercolor. I think the part that people have a problem with is, they want it to be like digital, where it's like flat color, flat color, flat color, and it's not. It's going to just be whatever it's going to be. If you look, I'm going over the lines on these circles. I can't control it. Obviously, if I was a little slower and maybe I really took my time, but it's watercolors. I let it go over the lines. I let the colors be darker here and lighter there, and it is what it is. I think you try not to control watercolors. Just embrace the artsiness of the watercolors. Let it just bleed. Let it be inconsistent. And I think that inconsistency gives it that natural feel that you can't get easily with digital.
I think that's my favorite thing about fountain pens is when you write with them, sometimes there's more ink in the letters, even in there'll be ink variation in like one single letter that you write.
Yeah.
And I love that the way it hits the paper because the consistency isn't there. It's beautifully inconsistent.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It's consistently inconsistent.
I like beautifully inconsistent. What is your favorite video you have posted, Scott?
I think the one that speaks the most to me is my art is a mosaic.
You think?
Yeah. Though I really like, I get nostalgic for things like the recap videos,
Oh
the year
yeah.
recaps. I
Yeah.
like those.
Yeah. Recaps of life or recaps of art?
Yeah.
Well, I like that teenage one you just posted.
I
That's
didn't just post it. I
that's my
posted
new
it 2 years
that's
ago.
my new favorite. Wink wink nudge nudge.
YouTube is deciding, hey, you know what? We slept on this one. Now it's time for everybody to see it.
So darn funny. How do you get the perfect consistency in watercolors? When I try to create a background, it's always too saturated and thick, or it's too watery and has little to no saturation.
It's not. If you were to go back 5 minutes when I first started the background, or maybe it's 10 minutes, you'll see that I did this part over here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
I did this part over here, and it was much lighter. And then I did this part over here, and I went, no, I like it this dark. And I went back and I re-added.
Yeah.
It's all just for feel. There's no, this is the right way. You're just like, I like this. Or sometimes you're like, wow, that's really a little more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go, oh, no, it needs a little bit more. But it's not, hey, this is the right consistency. You just
Play with it.
play with it. Yeah.
I think in all the time that you've been painting, that I've been around to watch you paint, which has been a really long time, I think you have started to really enjoy playing around and seeing what works.
Yeah.
And just trying new things. And I think that's been fun to watch. You know, it's been fun to watch. Like when you spilled the ink on the hair journal piece, I lost my mind. And I was like, oh my God. And then you just turned it around and you were like, no, it's going to be fine. And you made the most beautiful piece out of it. And just watching you play around with things has been fun.
Yeah.
You know, and you really seem to be. And I think that's I think what we're trying to get across is like, just have fun.
Yeah.
You know?
It's, I think there's nothing more freeing than working in a sketchbook and having good pieces and bad pieces in the sketchbook. And you go in and you don't know what today's going to be. Now, when I was doing the hair journal, there are pieces that I don't like as much. I just don't. I just don't think they came out very well. They were forced or whatever the excuse. They just didn't come out as well. And then some that I really, really like. That's just, like I said, you know, even baseball players, a great baseball player will bat 1 out of every 3 will be a home run or a hit. Not even a home run, a hit. Batting 300 is considered really good, and that is a hit. That means you just got onto base.
Yep. Yeah. You guys are funny.
There's a video, I think, or maybe it was a commercial, where Michael Jordan, he says, I've missed, how many thousands of free throws.
Yeah.
I've lost how many hundreds of games. I've, this, and
all people show is his highlight reel.
Yeah, and all they do is they show, they talk about how great he was, and but they don't talk about all of the missed, shots. And
they also don't talk about how many hours of practice
yeah
he put in to do that. Froggo has their first ever real art market tonight and is so excited. He knows how it is going to go, but fun. I'm psyched. Good for you.
Have a great time. Oh. Don't put any pressure on yourself.
Just
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I've done a couple art crawls here in Franklin and never sold a single piece.
Yeah. But we had a good time and talked to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Jordan, that place is awesome. my suggestion to your wife is to get the coffee first and then walk around and look at everything. Yeah, it's fantastic. Let's see. Apparently we're cute together. I recently just started Lord of the Rings, and between Aragorn and Legolas, who do you think would be a better/easier portrait practice?
Aragorn. He's got more lines in his face. I've painted them both. And Aragorn is definitely easier, though Gandalf is even easier.
Why do lines in the face make it easier to paint?
It is easier to... it's easier to draw something, for lack of a better term, uglier than it is to draw something prettier. It is easier to capture, like to draw a monster than it is to draw like a beautiful woman, because
That's why you had such a hard time drawing me when I was
you're
younger.
impossible. It's impossible, you know.
As I get older, I got more to work with.
But the light and the shadows will you know, work better on someone like Aragorn than it will on Legolas. Legolas is smooth and, you know, and supposed to be perfect looking, you know, and
Yes, because he's an elf. You're right. You're right. And they don't age. I always loved it when you drew Gimli.
yeah.
Because I love the beard. When you would do the beard with the braids and the beard
Yeah.
and everything, I always loved that. I thought that was so fun. Let's see. Scott, do you think of making a live meet at your favorite place where your followers or viewers may come and get your posters or art signed by you?
I've thought about that, but oops, okay, I don't know what that was supposed to be, but we'll just do that. Yeah, I've done this in the past when I was doing comic books. We would do comic book signings, and it's like when I do the art crawls. I go, well, I'm just going to go and have fun, and then no one shows up, and I get very deflated, you know. And so I think there's this fear of what if I do it and no one shows up. It's happened to me so many times that I would rather just not do it, and I think that's the thing that keeps me from doing that. You would think I would be more worried that a whole bunch of people show up, but I'm more worried that no one shows up.
I think the social thing is hard for you too.
It is, but you know, I can do it in, you know, like, hey, we're going to be doing this for an hour or two. I could do that. And I just, it is so frustrating to go and put the work into setting up and promoting it and everything. And then, you know, and when I say no one shows up, that's discounting my friends or family that will show up because they're great, you know, and I hate it when my friends and family have to buy my stuff because, you know, they want to support me and they feel pity on me.
You're so funny. Feel pity on you. Okay. They want an everything you know about inks video, and they want a beginner watercolor tutorial and exercise.
Oh, I've got beginner ones and shorts, and then I think though everything I know about watercolors should be enough, but I don't know about an exercise. I'm doing my best. I'm not really a teacher, so that's why I'm just trying to show you what I know, but I'll see what I can do.
Let's see. Where are we here? Tutorial. Do Do you like to draw landscapes or people? At first, I never drew anything else other than landscapes, but now I only want to draw faces.
I like to do both. Yesterday, I sketched a little landscape. I sketched outside at a coffee shop with Donna. But I
It was
don't like to do
glorious.
Yeah, I don't like to do landscapes when I am home. Like I don't find any joy in painting a landscape. For me, I like just drawing what I see outside. So if I'm somewhere, I like to draw that thing, but I don't like have a desire to be a landscape painter.
You do seem to really enjoy that. What is it about when we're out that makes you enjoy that? Is it because you're there and you're seeing it and you're able to capture it?
Yeah, I think it just gives me something to do too.
Okay.
All right, it's 10:34. So
Oh shoot! I didn't even look at
so
the clock.
again,
Sorry.
this is just a throwaway piece, but I'm not going to rip it up because it's in a sketchbook.
Thank you.
Also, I may come back to this and go, you know what? I'm feeling like I could put another hour into this and make this a really nice piece. So I'm going to leave myself open to that and let it sit here for a little bit. And maybe over the weekend, I wind up doing that. Oh, speaking of weekend, check Kim Diaz Home's site, channel. We should be going live tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
It's
Yeah.
the first-
At 8 a.m. Central Time. So an hour before we go live now,
Yeah.
we'll be live tomorrow. Well, theoretically.
And you won't
we'll
get
be
a
live.
notification because it's going to be on Kim Diaz Home's site. So
Yeah.
follow him if you want to get the notification.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We hope you have a wonderful
Yeah.
weekend.
Have a great weekend. Do something nice for yourself this weekend. Make some art or read a book or write in a journal. Do something fun. So have a good one, everybody. Bye. Ending stream.